Alrighty, let's have a look at the news. What ticks me off? We'll call this segment. What ticks JB off? It's not really what ticks me off, but I just like to point things out, you know? All right. So I'm sitting here last night watching the news, and there's this news report comes on. Vicious assault, right? Vicious assault on young UK young female tourist from the UK, right? And in Richmond, right? Now, before I show the video, I just want to say this, right? I am not an advocate for hitting women, okay? It's not a good thing, okay? But you do have the right to defend yourself, right? Okay? That we do. Everyone does. Male, female, doesn't matter, right? Binary, non-binary, we've got to include them now, don't we? Right? I guarantee you, though, let me just say this. You hit one of these females that is gendering as a man, or she's just non-binary, which is nothing, and I guarantee you smack that one in the face and she'll be screaming that she's a female. So, getting back to what I was saying, right? Everyone has the right to defend themselves. Now, I don't think people understand how slow a second is. It sounds fast, but it's not. So if you get your hand and you count to 5 and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, that's a second, right? That's how long a second is, right? Now, if you're walking down the street and you get clocked in the mouth, right, and you turn like, and you get clocked, some people's reactions, or some people, depending on how hard the knock is, it takes them a second or two, right, to become aware of what's going on, right? Out of shock, you can react out of shock. So let's just watch this video and let's really see what they didn't say on the news, okay?
A young female British tourist has had surgery after a vicious assault by a footy fan in Melbourne. Let's go live to today. Melbourne reporter Christina Hearn in Richmond. Christine, police have described this attack as horrific and disturbing.
Right. I'll rewind that again. Now, he was walking down the street. She was walking towards him. Okay? I'll replay it again. And he had something in his hand. Okay? And it wasn't hers because they haven't met before. And he's like this, with it, right, okay? She's gone to grab it. He's pulled it down, put it back by his side. She's grabbed him, turned around, and clocked him in the side of the face. Okay? Let's watch that again. Okay, here we go.
Tourist has had surgery after a vicious assault by a footy fan in Melbourne. Let's go live to today. Melbourne reporter Christina Hearn in Richmond. Christine, police have described this attack as horrific and disturbing.
Right, so you saw that. Why can't they say what really happened? Female tourist, hits male, which she clearly did, right? With a fist, mind you, have a closer look. Let's have a closer look, right? She had a fist. He hit her with a open hand.
Vicious assault by a footy fan in Melbourne. Let's go live to today. Melbourne reporter Christina Hearn in Richmond. Christine, police have described this attack as horrific and disturbing.
Right? He's hit her with an open hand. Right? I don't think it's funny. I'm just, I think what it is I'm just sick of all the fucking whinging out there. Really, everyone's so fucking privileged and everyone's got a fucking mouth, yeah? And everyone wants equal pay and everyone wants this and everyone wants that, yeah? And when it all hits the fucking fan, you all jump back and go, but it amazes me. Doesn't it, Cocky? It gets up their ass too, right? And it's like they want, okay? I believe in this. I believe everyone should be on equal pay, okay? So if you can do the same job, right, okay, regardless of age, okay, if you're doing the work, if you're doing, just Cocky, if you are working, okay, and you are getting say someone else, say you're doing the job of, you know, your superior, right? He's, well, not superior, but you know, someone you're a bit older than you, who's been in the job a lot longer, and they're paying him more, right, on the basis, you know, of experience. I can wear that. I can wear that. I can wear that. I can understand someone getting paid more because of their experience. I can, right? Because they've been tried and true and tested. That not only can they do the job, right, but they can also jump to action when something goes wrong. Where someone who's new to the job, even though they've been trained on how to fix it or to do the job, doesn't mean that you, okay, know how to spring into action when there's a problem, okay? That's got to be yet to see, right? Okay, so, good porridge, Dougie, right? But, you know, I believe in equal pay for male and female, regardless. If you're doing the same job as a man or a man's doing the same job as a woman, right, same pay. I also like to point out that that the world famous makeup artists and hairdressers happen to be men, right? You know, there's a lot of things out there that men seem to do quite well that really you think a woman would, but they don't, do they? Not that I've got it in for women, right? I don't. I'm just over this so privileged are thou thing, and you know, I don't know. And now we've got schools. I was watching the school. They did an interview going, "Oh yes, we've changed our changed something in regards to the children. You know, they're playing or whatever like this, and they've gone. It's good for their mental health. Hang on a minute. What now you're talking like mental health needs to be stimulated. Why is this so overused? Mental health. Enough with it. Fuck. Just because you had a bad week doesn't mean you're fucking depressed. Alright? Just because you fucking jam your finger in the door doesn't mean you're fucking mental. Okay? It's a fucking get out of jail card. Everyone's just using it. And that's what I said in one of my videos. You know, you have to have your say, don't you? Yeah, everyone else has to have their say, but the real people who need to talk, they don't talk. Because everyone's jumped in front of them. I'm more important, I'm going to have my say. How about you all shut the fuck up? And as for people picking on people or taking advantage of people who've got mental health, right, issues, right, think again. Because you want to be, you know, with someone who's been diagnosed with mental health or, you know, any sort of, you know, brain injury or anything like that, if they're on top of things, if they're on their game, mate, they know more and remember more than what's going on than you do, okay? Because they have to keep themselves in check. That's where you people who you know, come at us and that, and you know, and you do. I will say this, you pick on us. We're easy targets. We've voiced up and we've gone, yeah. Oh look, I had a bit of a nervous breakdown, or you know, a couple of years ago, and I suffer a little bit of anxiety and other like. Some people, when they hear that come out of a person's mouth, they just go, gross, you know, and that, and because they're thinking that this person's going to, you know, either really work hard at their job or not complain and stuff like that because they're coming from, you know, it's a big call. That's why people don't want to talk. You know, we're all talking about, and that's just another thing I'm going to bring up. I'm going to bring this up. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to bring it up, right? Okay? Where's all this money going, honestly? You know, there's the suicide line, you know? I mean, Danny's ride, he raised, you know, what was it, 12,000 or something, you know, $36,000 or something, right, he raised, right, okay? That's fine, no worries, right? But then a week later, the CEO of Suicide Line, right, he's getting a $250,000 pool craned in over his house. What do you say to that? You know? Where's all this money? Honestly, where's all this money going? Because I know plenty of people that suffer. This channel, for example, many people, touches a lot of people, and they get back to me and stuff. And I know I go and visit. I've gone out and visited, see them. Andrew, Scrope, you know, Mad Cow, you know, there's a few, you know, and stuff. And, you know, let me tell you, from experience, there's nothing. There's nothing. You know, to be told you got to go and see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, yeah, no worries, on whose dime? I can't afford that. It's not covered by Medicare, you know. Have you looked outside lately? It's hard. Coles and Woolworths are ripping us off. Gas. Government, it's a joke. Albanese's got in. What's he done? What's he fucking done? What's any of the government done? Albanese came into power, what did he do? He went on holidays and announced his engagement to his wife and tried to run a campaign for the minority in this country of a yes or no vote. And that cost 380 million. Fuck. Fuck me. You know? And we got fucking people out there, you know, mental health, you know. Oh, since COVID, I'm over the COVID shit too. You know, and then we've got Andrews shoveling money in two fucking holes. Two fucking holes in Victoria that we're not even using yet. They can't even give an end date. Yes, I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm a bit annoyed. Yeah, I am. You know, I am annoyed. You know, there's a lot of people out there suffering and there's nothing. The same fucking thing. Go to your council, fill in some paperwork, see if you're eligible, or go to your social security, see if you're eligible. If you're not. Bad luck, too bad, see you later. Fuck off. That's what it is. Unless you're Aboriginal or an immigrant, and then you get everything. And that's the fucking truth. There you are, I fucking said it. But anyway, getting back to these females, right? I don't think, I'm going to look at that situation and I'm going to stay neutral on it because really, let's just say this. Let's put an end to this, okay? And I know I might get some fucking kick in the ass for this, but I'm just going to say this, right? If that was a bloke who just hit that bloke, and he turned around and slapped him, guess what? All of us every one of us, every fucking one of us, okay, would say this. Oh well, there you go. That's what you get for being a dickhead. What was she then? Hey? I'm just saying. You know, women used to carry themselves a bit different, and so did men. But we're bringing our men up now, young men, to now be thinking, because women, they're wrestling, they're boxing. I mean, come on. The last Olympics, the Paris Olympics, they just let two men who had doodles, not cut off, they had doodles, two men win the women's boxing. But I mean, yeah, she punched him mate. He's turned around and gone, what? What? Crack. I don't think abuse against a woman is okay. But abuse and, you know, defending yourself or putting someone in check, they are very far apart. And I don't think that was abuse. That was not abuse. Okay? So go get a pie. I'm going to have me porridge and Cocky's going to have a squirt. So we're gangster, Cocky.